Hello, 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 and welcome to Nana's Crochet Ideas. I am your host, Terry, and today I'm going to show you some happy mail and some finished projects. So let's start with the happy mail. Now, for those of you who are following along with Lottie and I and our challenges that we have every month, you should know that my challenge for the month of September was to do a vintage project. Now, September is half over, and I have had a really big problem finding vintage projects. Now, I strongly believe that if I am going to spend the time and the yarn to make a project, that I want it to be something that I'm going to use myself or that I know I can gift to someone. I mean, obviously I can donate a lot of things, but for these projects, I really wanted it to be something I could use myself, that I would keep and use myself, or that I would gift to someone else. So I've been looking online, joining groups, looking in their groups, contacting other people I know who do vintage projects to see where they get their patterns. I've been on Etsy and Ravelry. I really don't want to spend a lot of money to make a project that I may not use that much. And from what I found, most of the projects that I've seen online that are free are like doilies, which I will not use, and I don't know anyone who will use them. So, I've expressed that concern to Lottie, and she always says, "Oh, I don't want to hear your excuses, excuses." But I finally got through to her, and she had compassion for my plight and sent me some vintage books, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. So I got 6 vintage magazines from her. And now, this is from 1984. It is Annie's Pattern Club magazine. These are some of the projects in it. This I thought was kind of nice. I kind of like the pattern on that. It's a knit pattern. Here's a hummingbird, which I thought was kind of cute. But I'm very, very allergic to dust, so I don't really want a bunch of yarn things laying or hanging around that will collect dust. There was this racetrack that if I really had to be desperate, I could make for my grandson. He loves playing with cars. Here's a little gas station to go along with it. But it wasn't really exciting. Now, what do you call, when the actresses get the lip injections so their lips poof? I kind of feel like Mary had a little lamb and she got a lip injection. I mean, I just wouldn't make it. It's not something that I would make. It's not that cute. I'm sorry. I would have never thought of myself as really that picky, but I'm beginning to really question it in this plight I've had for a pattern. So anyway, those are some of the patterns in this book. Now let's move on to this one, which was from 1982. Again, Annie's Pattern Club. And here are some of these patterns. There's a parrot in here. A little rainbow dress that I could have made for the baby. I mean, it's kind of cute. It's definitely a different pattern than any of the little dresses I've seen around today. There's a little Goonie bird. Flowers in a pot. I just, you know, popcorn and beer. Pillows. Just not something I would make. These are slippers. This is a veggie doll. What do you think about that? So they have a placemat in here. Some broomstick critters. This is kind of cute, but not something I would consider as a challenge. I mean, kind of easy. Wouldn't take me any time at all to do it. So are you kind of seeing my dilemma here? Here's another Annie showcase of Needlecraft. This little panda and raccoon are crocheted. I think the eggs are crocheted. This was book number 2. I don't see a year on here though. There might be one in here somewhere, but I don't want to. Let's see. Publisher, editor, published. An address, 1982. So we've got the Yellow Rose of Texas. Pot holder. Here's the raccoon and panda. Pot holders. They have a couple. And then they have the state of Texas. I think they have a couple more besides the raccoon and the some penguins. All this stuff is pretty much for the kitchen. Here's a radish. A lion hand puppet. An apple with a worm in it. Sombrero. Cherry Delight. No, I mistakenly said that. The eggs is fabric. It's not yarn. And then they have the piggy and the koala. Kind of cute. A grand piano and a crocheted owl. And a flower. And a turtle. And a pie. A surprise package. This I thought was kind of cute though. I will say that. But, you know, nothing's really like jumping out at me going, oh, this is what you want to make. This is 1983. These are some of the patterns inside here. Placemats, a little purse, accent pillows, a child's vest, a reversible hat, vest. This is kind of cute. An Afghan. Then they have toys for the kids. Here's a tractor. You know, I could have made a whole set, I guess. The tractor, the track, these are kind of cute. They look like little, I don't know. This one has keys in it, so I guess they're like little baskets, teeny tiny baskets. The wall hanging that was on the cover. Some tattle rattles, which I thought about doing for the baby. Okay, then we can move on here to the next book, which is 1983. Here's some of the patterns in here. They have a little cat bed, a car, another car, crochet car. Like I said, I could have done the cars, the car track, all that for my grandson, and I'm sure he would have liked it. Especially if I did a whole set for him. Here's a ragdoll box. Let me show you. And it is a box. See, it opens up. Here's a bonnet. A pair of slipper socks. A deer plaque to hang on the wall. Instead of saying you killed the deer, you say you made the deer. Some leg warmers and some button buddies. I'm not sure what they are for. I guess you put them on your shirt, around the buttons. I mean, you can clearly see this is a shirt, the buttons down the front with the animal there. But like I said, there are a few cute things on here, but nothing really that just jumps out and says, this is what you need to make. Here's the next book and last book. Now this bear is crocheted. That's crocheted. I think the balloon, no, the balloons are not. This is, let's see, the hat's in the way of the year. This is 1983 as well. So we have that koala bear that I showed you on the cover. Here's a bread cover. piano pillow. Here's a teapot cover. So there are plenty of ideas. A cat placemat. This I do think is kind of cute. A mouse setting cute critter covers. The mouse and cheese, slice of cheese. And then here's for your salt and pepper and a cup thing that are still the mouse little set for the table. A goldfish graduate. And a Tootsie Roll bank. Oh, no, and a Tootsie Roll bank. So, there are a few cute things in here. But like I said, nothing, well, I did make one project. Can you guess which one I made? Of all the things I showed you? I made one project in here. I did make one of these projects. So, thank you, Lottie. I appreciate you having compassion for my inability to find a pattern to make in the challenge that you gave to me. So, let's move on to some finished projects. So first I made this hat, which looks like this on the one side and like this on the other side. These hats I'm going to keep. There's this one, which is the same yarn on the other side, but it looks a little different. So those two will be for me to wear this winter. And then I made this cute little hat, summer hat for the baby to go along with the vintage project that I made for her. Now, if you want to see the vintage project, it was a challenge, and it will be shown on the live that Lottie and I will be doing, which will be on Wednesday, September 29th at 3 o'clock Pacific, 5 o'clock Central Standard Time. That's when we'll be doing our live, and I will be showing my vintage project. So this is a little bonnet, hat, whatever, to go to match it. And then this was my large project for the week. Hold on. I knitted. Let me take my ring off because I'll snag the blanket. This blanket here. Now, I have to say, I was a little disappointed. I mean, I do like the stitch, if you can see it. Let's see. You really can't see it. Yeah, this is the front. Okay, you can kind of see it, right? Got like little puffs in it. It's kind of like a lapgan, but a large one. It's being donated, and they wanted blankets that I think were like 42 by 50. So this is a little bit larger than that because I was doing a pattern and I needed the pattern to work out right, so I did make it a little bit bigger. But you know, this yarn is homespun. Now this is knitted. I used homespun. I got a piece of yarn, fur, whatever you want to call it. This was homespun, and it was in the colorway Nursery. So it has these beautiful colors: pink, green, blue, gray. I think I used five cakes to make this blanket. But the thing that kind of disappointed me is the colors look much more vibrant in the cake. And I don't have a cake down that I can show you right now, but the colors look a lot brighter in the cake than I think they do in the blanket. Now, Christina said she thinks it's the stitch that makes it look this way, but to me it just kind of looks gray and dingy looking. Not as bright as I hoped that it would look. I mean, it has nice colors in it. I don't know. I just feel like it looks kind of dingy looking. Maybe it doesn't. If you look on this color, well, on that side, I guess it looks the same. I don't know. As I was working on it, though, I just kept thinking, it looks so dingy looking, like it's not new. And of course, it is brand new, but I don't know. Maybe it doesn't look as bad as I think it does. But anyway, I'm happy with the blanket. I think it turned out great. It's very heavy. It's going to be really warm for someone. And it is... I just think it looks kind of dingy. I just don't like the color so much. I mean, nursery I would think would be for a baby colorway. I don't know. You know, on the camera, I guess it doesn't look as bad as I felt like it looked when I was doing it. I don't know. Okay, so that's all I've done this week. Mostly was worked on this blanket. It was a lot of work. Knitting, I don't seem to knit as quick as I crochet, although I feel like I did it fairly quickly. So that's all I've got to show you for right now. But let's get to our blessing quote or inspiration. So let's do our little quote for the day. See what it says. It is a verse. It says, "Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding." Proverbs 3:5. So there you have it, the verse for inspiration today. May God bless you today and every day, and I will talk to you again real soon. Bye now.